Sisters and brothers, the Lord be with you. A reading from the Gospel, the Good News, according to Luke. Once, when Jesus was praying in solitude and the disciples were with him, he asked them, "Who do the crowd say I am?" And they said in reply, "John the Baptist," others, "Elijah," and others, "Oh, one of the ancient prophets has arisen." And then he said to them, "But who do you say I am?" And Peter said in reply, "The Christ of God." And he rebuked them and directed them not to tell this to anyone, and said, "The Son of Man must suffer greatly, be rejected by the elders, the chief priests, the scribes, and be killed, and on the third day be raised." And then he said to all, "If anyone wishes to come after me, he must deny himself, take up his cross daily, and follow me. For whoever wishes to save his life will lose it. But whoever loses his life for my sake will save it." The Gospel of the Lord. This is a great time to be at the Cathedral of Saint Andrew. A great time to be a person of faith. A great time to be a practicing Christian. A great time to be Roman Catholic. Now, I know there have been other great times. Back in 1875, when they built this church, that was a great time. When the Mercy Sisters had the courage to start St. Mary's Hospital, and the Dominican Sisters had the courage to start Aquinas College, those were great times. When 800 students filled St. Andrew's School and Catholic Central was started, when this was a neighborhood where people walked to church, that was a great time. When the first chapel of Our Lady of Guadalupe was built and the first Spanish Mass celebrated. When Monsignor Hugh Michael Ban had his own TV program, 15 with Father, on the other side of the TV Mass. Those were great times. When Monsignor Gus Ancona and Father Tom Bolster and Father Steve Crone were here, those were great times. But right here, right now, this is a great time for the Cathedral of Saint Andrew. Oh, we have our challenges. Times have changed. The neighborhood has changed. People have changed. Pastors have changed. The economy has changed. People find it harder to believe in God than they used to. People don't go to church like they once did. These days, Catholics are not so sure what it means to be Catholic, and many others are pretty sure they don't want to be Catholic. People are not sure just how believing in God or going to church helps them live in a world where they're not sure that they're going to have a job or a house after the next market crash or oil spill or drought or any other thing that happens that they don't have any control over. But with all of that, I want to tell you this is a great time to be a person of faith, a believing Christian, a practicing Catholic here at the Cathedral of Saint Andrew. And what makes this a great time is exactly what made all those other times great. And that had nothing to do with the politics that surrounds us or the state of the economy or the administration of the church, how much money we have at our disposal, how well, how poorly the community thinks of us. what made those times great and what makes these times great is that this cathedral stands in this community as a house of God. And God opens the doors of his house to anyone who would come in.